Is Ezra Miller putting children in danger? Also, are Warner Brothers finally waking up and considering firing them? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and true crime stories of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, Child Protective Services are going after Ezra Miller, and finally is Warner Brothers considering firing them as the Flash. I'll break it down for you in a moment. Before I do so, though, a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hi, welcome. How are you doing? If you love news and true crime on the daily served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? Do make sure you click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And so let's jump into this, shall we? So, Ezra Miller, only recently, the past week, has been charged with felony burglary in the state of Vermont. However, it's just now starting to pile up on them because Vermont State Police believe he may be hiding the whereabouts of the 25-year-old mother and her 3 children. Now, I did a video on this situation a few weeks back, the link of which will be in the description bar below, so you can get the full context of what's going on there. But according to court documents obtained by Rolling Stone, authorities attempted twice to serve an emergency care order on the mother, Ezra Miller's property over the weekend in Stamford, demanding that she turn over custody of her kids to the state amid concerns for their safety. Now, the concerns are real, right? Because if the rumours are to be believed, there's a lot of, let's say, the bang kind of implements that are there. And a lot of the green illicit substances that's there, which is all good and well. Only thing is, apparently, they're just lying around for anyone to take them, such as children that obviously don't know better, that could then result in a very, very dangerous situation very, very quickly. Yeah. So, a number of police cars were spotted at the scene on Tuesday night, although it's unclear if the visit was in relation to the child services matter or another legal issue. Officials at the Vermont Department for Children and Families have also declined to confirm if anyone was removed from the home, citing confidentiality reasons. The actor insisted the family hadn't lived in the house in months, yet a statement from the Vermont State's Attorney's office speculates that this claim is likely an attempt to evade service of the emergency order. The family is thought to have been staying with Miller since mid-April after meeting in the mother's home state of Hawaii. And if I remember rightly, based on my research of that particular situation, the mother took the kids out of the state of Hawaii without the father knowing, okay? Without the father's agreement or anything like that. Now, keeping it balanced, the mother has allegedly turned around and said, we escaped Hawaii essentially because the father is not a nice person, to say the least. And so apparently that's the mother's argument as to why she took the kids out of Hawaii and went to essentially live with Ezra Miller on his farm estate in Vermont. Okay, now this is interesting in terms of the timing of all of this, because it comes hot off the heels of Ezra Miller being found and charged with felony burglary. This is all to do with him breaking into a home in Vermont where the homeowners there, nowhere to be seen, they weren't there, and allegedly Ezra Miller stole bottles of alcohol from that home. And at the time when I did my video earlier on this week about this, and again, I'll put that video link in the description bar below, I was like, out of everything Ezra Miller could be charged with, that's what they're charged with? It didn't make sense at the time. Now it does. Now, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, now that they've got Ezra on the hook, so to speak, with this burglary felony charge, that then opens up the floodgates for potentially other charges now to be added on top. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we now see happening in this regard, yeah? Now, in terms of Warner Brothers, where you at? What is going on? Because they've kept absolute stum, really, when it comes to the Ezra Miller situation. You know, they're happy to cancel Batgirl at a moment's notice, but The Flash? Different kettle of fish, apparently. However, they are really, really now thinking about their options. And about damn time. Apparently, there's 3 options that Warner Brothers are considering. Now, a source with knowledge of the situation has said the first option is that Warner's has received indications that Ezra Miller, whose mother has accompanied the actor in recent days, will seek professional help after returning home to their farm in Vermont after being away. If that happens, Miller could give an interview at some point explaining their erratic behavior over the past few years. The actor could then do limited press for The Flash, and the movie would open in cinemas as planned. Now, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they definitely need some form of help. That is like, to me, no joke. Like, yes, they do need help. Again, if the rumors are to believe, with their potential paranoia, I mean, to be fair, we all saw that Instagram video where they're calling out the Triple K. And the current rumors at the moment is that they were recently traveling around America with a bulletproof vest on, thinking that the Triple K was after them and all this malarkey. Like, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that don't sound like a mentally healthy human being. Let's put it that way. So if it is a case where Ezra Miller does go to rehab or some form of mental health facility to get themselves better, fair enough. Does that excuse them, though, from the crimes that they could have committed? Well, if it turns out to be true that they did those crimes, no, it doesn't. But the second option, all the same, is even if they don't go for help, Warner Brothers could still release the film. But in terms of the marketing, the promotion, the publicity, they're not going to be anywhere to be seen. And the chances are, with the second scenario, they will fire Ezra Miller and recast The Flash. Because the problem that they have with this film, with Warner Brothers have this with this film, is that Ezra Miller, they're pretty much in every single scene because they're playing different variants of the Flash, this, that, and the other. So it's not a simple case of being able to get a new actor and do the reshoots. If that's the case, they're doing the film all over again. And $200 million has just gone down the freaking toilet pan. Do you know what I mean? Now, the third option is that if Ezra Miller's situation just gets worse and worse and worse, which, to be fair, it is doing, then Warner Brothers could completely just cancel this movie outright. I just bin it, forget it, move on. My kind of thoughts about that is I think that's highly unlikely that Warner Brothers would go with option 3, because The Flash is like the cornerstone for the next kind of evolution for the DCU because The Flash, it was kind of like looked upon as erasing everything that's happened before, i.e. Snyderverse, and ushering in a brand new era and going from there. It was supposed to be the film that would essentially wipe the whole slate clean. And again, putting in $200 million, yeah, no one will want to throw away $200 million and flush it down the toilet. So for me, option 3 is probably the most unlikeliest one that Warner Brothers will go for. I think the most likely one they'll go for, option 2. They'll still release the film. However, Ezra Miller ain't going to be seen that much in terms of the publicity or anything else. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, if, let's say, the allegations turn more sinister when it comes to, let's say, children, because, again, there are certain allegations that are out there surrounding all of that, then only in that instance could I then see Warner Brothers canning that film altogether, not releasing it. Only in that instance. Anything else, yeah, I think they'll go with option 2. Release it, but it ain't going to be part of the publicity machine or anything like that. Guys, though, enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. Sound off in the comments down below. Which option do you think Warner Brothers will go for in terms of essentially really getting rid of Ezra Miller in the end? Also, as well, what do you think to the whole Child Protective Services going after them? Whew, this is getting crazier and nuttier and more serious by the day. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you love this video and love news and true crime on the daily served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? Do make sure you click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.